Save us all.
I didn't ask for this, but someone has to find a way to seal the breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever...
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the...
Thank you. It's the thrill of finding remnants of a... I will stay then.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and Cassandra has been accommodating. But you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solas. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach. Closing the breach is our primary goal. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the
You survived, did you? The artifact that created the breach, I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to
Liliana's people have scoured the area near whatever the artifact was. In any case, did you need me for anything?
I'd like to know more.
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom.
Not the wisest course of action.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Sol.
I am sorry. With so much fear in the air.
What made you?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, but as I slept, spirits of the Fade, I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became
Did spirits try?
no more than a brightly... I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness.
I gather you didn't spend your entire...
No.
Why?
2 reasons. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is this why you joined?
I joined the Inquisition, but if our enemies destroy the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Indomitable focus?
Presumably. I have yet to see it dominated. I imagine that the sight would be... fascinating.
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across.
Any place in...
I dreamt at Ostagar. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Loghain...
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear...
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to... One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Cailan. The next, I see an army overwhelmed.
And you can't tell...
It is the Fade. They are...
Have you always traveled?
Not at all. Spirits of wisdom, spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps,
I don't know of any spirits.
They rarely seek this world. Wisdom and purpose are too easily
You're saying that you became...
They were not demons.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the mind, and if your mind is free of corrupting influences...
I'm impressed.
Anyone who can... Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
You have an interesting way of looking at the world, Solus.
I try. And that isn't quite an answer.
I look forward to helping you make new friends.
That should be... well,
That isn't quite an answer either. We'll talk later.
goodbye. Greetings.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but
I'd like to know more about...
simply put, it... small tears are... but your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means...
I'd like to know...
Circle mages call it a barrier, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, imagine if spirits entered freely.
It sounds like it...
And dangerous. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such...
I'd like to know more.
Your Dalish say the demons hate the natural world, and seek to bring their... But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations. Spirits wish to join the living. And a demon...
Is there a way to coexist?
Not in the world we know today. The Veil... But the question is a good one. And it matters that you thought to ask. What can I do for you?
I'd be interested in hearing...
I thought you would be... You are Dalish, are you not?
What's your problem with the...
They are chill.
Oh.
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade.
Irabellas, Haren. If the Dalish... What course would you set for them?
You are right, of course. Irabalas, darling. If I can offer any understanding.
Is the magic they teach...
No, Dalish, much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of Elven...
No. Some spell... It must have been beautiful.
You said that the century...
I did. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
I'd be interested...
I would teach you understand, provided it remains a tool, not a crutch.
I'd like to know more about...
The Dalish...
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the Empire, and Arlathan its greatest city.
You've studied...
We hear imagine beings who lived forever.
Are all Dalish...
No. Ashok, some are no more than bandits.
What can you tell me about...
The culture, they cling to memories of a better past. Greetings.
Well...
Good.
Are we going to have new verses of the Chant of Light now? For the Herald of Andraste, telling what she did?
Oh, Mika, you're here? And you were sent to I paid... I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
I'm not from an...
Oh, right. As I said, nothing fancy. But it's safer for the soldiers. Oh, there's also my knave. She asked if I wanted to...
Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even...
A lot. Bad for morale would be an understatement. Even I can't walk away and just leave.
It's pure...
Good. You might hear.
No matter, no matter. Segret, honored. Anything you need is yours. If I stay here, works. I imagine it's no.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better. I heard Caesar Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands. Augsburg, my uncle was 5th Praetor.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
You need something, let me know.
One down!
The lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.